here today by Coach Lucky Mokoena as he leads Katlego Khanyisa into battle against Lucky Monyebane. How are you feeling ahead of the fight?
Feeling good, Hayden. How are you? You know how camp is. Camp is always up, and sometimes it's downs. But for this camp, we've been ready. We've been cooking. We've been good.
A lot of confidence coming from Monyebane's camp. Obviously, he feels that he's going to become the IBF Africa champion. What's your thoughts on Katlego and his training camp for the IBF title?
I mean, we've seen how Katlego performs. You know, he's quick on his legs, he's the pressure cooker, and I'm hoping that Lucky's preparing as much as he can to take on Khanyisa, because I mean I see he's been talking a lot on Facebook and stuff, but at the same time, what we're focusing on is the fight. I mean, it's been a long coming. I think they've been trying to get this fight happening for some time now, and it's about time it happens. So, what I can say, I don't know who even trains Lucky. Is it Vusi?
Vusi, yeah.
Vusi, another young coach. Our way. So now we've seen Lucky. We've seen what he does. We've seen his different styles, and we've seen when he switches what habits he has. So we've been building up on that, studying him, you know, trying to bring something fresher for this fight, and that's been something we've been working on.
Last fight you missed out on. You were abroad during Katlego's fight. Did you manage to watch the clips and catch up on what he did?
Yeah, on that fight, it was sad for me to have to go outside the country and be somewhere else. But at the same time, I knew he was in great hands. We still cooked on that camp, and it just happened that the fights were too close to each other. But I knew that Colin's going to take care of him in the corner, and Sean. But I'm gonna be around this time, and I mean, when I'm around, there's always going to be fireworks as well. So I watched the fight, and it was, I mean, everyone was happy about the performance. I was even reading the comments as it was live. It was a showcase of the Soviet, but with a bit of South African style, whereby we saw some Olympic style in cat style with the bounce, and him being able to maintain it. That was the biggest highlight for me, that he could maintain the bounce as he was bringing the fire.
Obviously, that fight was also for another one of the boxers that Vusi had been in the corner, Monyebane. This time round, Lucky Monyebane goes by the Genius. What's your take on him as an opponent?
You know, Lucky is a good opponent. He's a good fighter. We've seen how he performed with other guys. I saw him how he was doing with Mube. It's Mube, the other southpaw guy from Zimbabwe. And we saw how he performs under pressure, what he likes and what he's not comfortable with. So we're looking at using those points to bring an advantage to our corner. And I think for this fight, Lucky is gonna have, I mean, I hope he likes peanut butter, because he's gonna be allergic to it.
And that's what Kat's been saying as well. And I think Lucky referenced himself in his interview. He said that he's gonna be a jaguar in this fight. So I mean, it says two cats are gonna come up against each other. So I don't know what that means exactly, but you think he's gonna change up a few things for Katlego?
I mean, you can try. I believe a fighter, once he finds his style, they become that style. No matter how much you try and change it, it kind of stays for that. It kind of stays for that for a time. Like, you kind of, if you find your style, like how you see other fighters who, like recent fighters, if I can talk about the Monyebane Jr. and Ben, those guys have been the same way since the start of their careers. And it's really, really difficult to change who you are. I mean, we know the type of man he is, and we are hoping he brings something different, because we know what we're bringing to the table. The thing about styles is they make fights. At the same time, it takes time for a style to change. It will take him like a year or two for him to bring something different to what he brought on his last two fights. So I don't think he's bringing anything new. He's just something he wants to be saying. But we know we have what we believe in. He has what he believes in. We just have to see on the day what works.
Do you believe you're working with the better boxer between the two of them?
I mean, I followed Lucky for some time. I saw him fight a couple of bills before, but I'm with Kat, and Kat has been with me for some time as well. We think. I think I'm in a better position. I'm in a better corner, and because one, Lucky is a bit old. As much as he might not want to accept it, he is a bit old. Those knees better be working for this fight. So I'm thinking he better be bringing some protection for his knees, because I don't think he's gonna be able to stand for Katlego's pressure. I just don't think he's gonna be able to stand for it.
Yeah. All right. And if you analyze the fight, what is your sort of prediction for it? Like,
what is mine?
Result-wise, like how do you think the method of victory comes?
If Lucky manages to go to the 10th round, he is losing on points. I think we're gonna take it with a unanimous decision on points, and that's solely because he's gonna be trying to run a lot. And my best bet is for him to try and run, but won't have enough room to run to, because Kat will just be all over him, and his defense will just be broken apart, and he might not make it to the 6th round. He might not make it to the 6th round because of the pressure. He might be fatigued. I was telling Kat that, Lucky might have a lot of fatigue in him because of the age that is luring in his career. But at the same time, if he manages to run, he's not going to be able to score points. So either he's going to be out in the 6th, or he lose on the unanimous decision. That's my 2 predictions.
Well, I can't wait for that fight. So obviously you represent other fighters as well. While I have you here on camera, can you just give us a little bit of feedback on what else is happening out there for you?
I was on Fight Island with my boxer, Katlego, who performed really amazingly. Here's something that is upcoming. And I've got, another amazing story is Sipho Mahlangu is having a SA title shot on the 25th. So on the 24th, I'll be this side with Katlego, and I have to fly out to East London to take on Sipho with Mboia, which I think is going to be a great weekend for me. And I'm confident in the boxers, and I've got a few boxers under me as well that are trying to get the confidence out of me to trust in me, and they believe in what I do. And yeah, just to name a few, I've got Simon Dada, and I've got Lukolo Ndangalab, who's just joined my stable at the moment. So things are looking good, because I like how South Africa is being busy with the tournaments. The activity that we've been having, even all over the world. It's just great. Boxers are getting shots in the Riyadh season. We've seen a lot of boxers from South Africa going to try out and see how far they can go with it. But otherwise, I've been given an opportunity to show what I can do, and I'm really grateful to the people who believe in my style and who believe in me. But there's a lot to come. There's a lot. Look out for Kat. Look out for Sipho, who's bringing the SA title to Gauteng. Look out for Simon Dada. Look out for Katlego, Kemeyaki. Look out for Lukolo Ndangalabo. Those are the guys I can mention at the moment. And my 2 amateur boxers, Siyabonga Ncube and Elizabeth.
All right, so fantastic. We're going to catch up with some of those boxers as well in the build-ups to their fights. Just lastly, you want to give any thank yous, any shout-outs?
My biggest shout-out now, I think they don't shout-out a lot with these ones, is to the matchmakers. Since I'm from Gauteng, I'm going to give a big shout-out to AV. I'm gonna big shout out to AV Mnisi. He's doing great work with how he's managing and arranging all these fights from all over the province, all over the world. He's been great, and I think he doesn't get a lot of praises. And yeah, shout out to you as well, Hayden. You're doing a great job with the South African thing.
Thank you.